This is a treat for some of you folks that are losing weight after Christmas. This is called the Thin Man, or the Light, L-I-T, booster magnet. It is the thinnest, smallest of the three magnets that I can put in this Black Maria frame thing. It's running about 3.7 volts, 0.8 amps. So it's running pretty low power. I can take it up, but I can't take it up because the amps are being cut back. Okay, now I got it. Now, hold on. Let's open the amps up to full, whatever it wants, up to 5 amps. And so at 5 amps, I'm running at 4 volts at 8.5, 0.85. So they're all in the same range as far as operating, but what I'm finding is it's the responsiveness. Now this one responds as well as the others, but it's just a little sluggish. It's just a little slower, and I don't know if that means that at the 17 volts, is it going to have the power that we think it needs to have at 1 amp, 17 volts. I'm pushing, that's as hard as I can push. Went up to 1.8 amps and it could not stop. It would probably just spin the tires if that were on the rails and it had a load, because these are steel tires, they're not rubber at any rate. So I don't know if I could, yeah, if I wanted to burn my fingertips off, I could probably stop it. 17 volts, that's flat out on your flyer stuff, which is where I usually like to run them. So that's 1 amp, and it's a little more than a DC can, but I'm thinking it's probably a little more power too. I just feel it. I don't know why. Armature's bigger for sure. More electrodes inside that, electrons or whatever's flowing around there. A lot more of those, and it just feels like it has more torque. This one will ramp up slower, but it will still get there, and it will still pull trains, is my sense. It's just thinner. And I don't know that it makes a difference. I mean, these are 15 and 20 cents difference, okay? There's the, okay, you can't get it, you can't play nice together. I'm gonna separate you, all right? Okay, these are the mediums. There's fat, and there's the light, or thin. And I find the mediums give me good all-round performance. This one has, this one will rip. This one will rip. It'll burn rubber. But they will all do about the same thing, just different personalities. You might think this is a 427. This is like a, I don't know what you would think of this as I can't put my finger on it, like a 383 Plymouth or something like that. And then this is like a 327. You know, on any given day, that one could take the other, but they're very compatible in my opinion. Very similar in capability. The arc portion of the magnets are identical. It's the boosters on the sides that make the difference. Now the arcs alone, I have to tell you, they are real sluggish. I mean, they get there, but they're on the slow side. I put these boosters on, and I'm telling you, they are boosters. They're like superchargers or turbochargers. And of course, you know, the bigger one you get, the more boost you get. But all in all, they'll have the same top end, the same pull. But they're just, I don't know, the big ones are a little more, I don't know, ornery body. These are like in the middle. These are good solid. This one's nice and quiet. This would probably be good for an Atlantic, especially plastic, where you really don't want a lot of power. You're going to spin the wheels as a lightweight train. So I'm thinking this would be switchers and Atlantics. This would probably be mid-range Pacifics, and then these would be all the Hudsons and Northerns. You know, it depends. You know, the K5s and 290s are heavy cast metal too, so they could probably handle it. But all in all, this is the best general purpose. And 17 volts, 1 amp, it's really solid. I mean, you could just hear it run smooth. And when you have all-wheel pickup out there, so you're not getting beeps and bobs going through switches and whatnot, it's really rewarding to have one of these things tuned up and running the right way, or a good way. I guess it's not right or wrong, it's just the way it is. A lot of people like the original, you know, that's fine. I had them, we all did. I had them from 57 up. And yeah, you can fix them, you can jack with the fingers, you can replace the brushes. I kind of like the brushes. I'm sticking with this for some reason. Yeah, there's cans and you can get them, but this is one from a guy who's out of business now. He retired, Timco, and really liked the guy. And he got a big motor and he put a flywheel on it, and it was a lot of torque, a lot of fun. But you just you know, $35, $39, whatever it is, I don't know. I like having the old, a piece of the old. It's just the way I think. You know, if I have the brushes and the brush holders and the armature, and I can get DC out of it, I'm fine with that. And I'll give up a couple of tenths of an amp, you know, 0.8, 0.4, whatever. I think it's fine. This is my opinion. That's all it is. And we all have one, right? Just like noses and other things. Okay. So these motors were assembled for a young man in Chicago who wants to try them out. I won't say skeptical, but he just hasn't seen one yet. So he's going to put these on a few engines and see what they can do. And I'm hoping he'll report back with some, you know, happy news or whatnot. I mean, I have them on all mine. I'm as soon as I'm done with the development, I'm going to be converting all my engines. I'm going to do my own stuff one of these days. I've been working on this. No, not that one. This one. Yeah, it's a kludge. Okay. What I'm doing is a mock-up of the for the sound control holder thingy, and what I need is a couple of volt regulators, and I mount them like this, but closer together. You see, and they'll be on the back end. In here will be a speaker. Under here is a sound system, and back here is a little extra space. I'm not sure what's going to go in there, but we'll figure it out. But this is what Andy has done for us on this. You know, we had the idea of having multiple regulators, and that seemed to be a good thing. And I built a couple of them my way, which you can see why I like Andy. My way is like, good God. But the idea was you put two on and you split all the power. And this was one of the first tests, and it worked, so then we went to some others. So he actually designed a PC board for us, and boy, is it pretty. I like red, too. And we put the two rectifiers on, and we distribute the power. So it takes in the AC from the track. I guess we don't need that anymore, do we? It takes the AC in from the track up to here. There it is. And then it converts it to DC, and then it sends DC out, and I wire the DC one down here and one up here, and there'll be another one for over there. And it does all the other stuff for us that way. And it works really well. I think it works well. So it's nice and tidy. Now this is that's a long tender. You know, it gets grouted. I'm working on an Atlantic. I don't know what I can put in there, but I'm going to try hard to get the sound system in there and everything else in an Atlantic tender. I just felt like we really should pay tribute to what got us here. And the Atlantics are bread and butter. Everyone's got one or two or three or four. Let's give them a nice way to shine. So, oh, and I'm working on a new, you can see it from way over here, a new ash pan design, beta 6, I think. Or maybe alpha, must be an alpha. I haven't really gotten that far with that's alpha 6. Anyway, so I've been busy today. I had bad weather, and I did some chores for Margaret, and she's happy, and so far so good. I'm going to be working on Leon's sound system momentarily. I still have some time left. I'm going to start putting that board together. I had to have a place to put it though, so I needed to cut this up and move it around. And I've learned some things. I don't know if you can notice those holes. Where are we on this? Where's my hand? There's my hand. Where's my thumb? There's my thumb. Oh, I'm on Zoom. That's why I couldn't figure. Okay. You see those holes in the plastic? I just use my soldering iron to weld this stuff together. That's not too bad, you know. It's a mock-up. I'm just seeing, okay, can I put these two parts here? And then, well, how much room will they take? And will they fit? And blah, blah, blah. Well, there it is. They will fit. I'm going to put them on there, and I'm going to do some other cuts and jumps with the plastic. And then when I get it where I want it, I convert that information to the CAD system, and then I print it out on my hot rod machine over there. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go now. It's okay. We're getting back in the saddle. Had a special project. I got it out of the way. It's done. We have a brand new firebox for the K5 Penzies with the drawbar. It's a new look, very nice. A lot of space, a lot of room, capable of a lot, so should be nice. And I'll be showing that off later. I'll give it to the guy first, and then he can talk to it. Okay, gang, we're out of here. Later.